Hello everyone, today I'm going to present about life and death in ancient Egypt by Diana Ferraro, word Greece 1102. If you are ready to listen my X reading, so let's go. The birth of an empire. Around 5,000 years ago, Egypt was divided into regions along the Nile River. The two regions were governed by different kings. Later, both regions were unified and had a single king called the Pharaoh. Egypt then became a great empire. The Nile River. Egypt is a warm, sunny country covered mostly by a big desert. In ancient Egypt, life depended on the Nile River. All the cities were along the river. The Nile River flowed every year in June, and the land became fertile. In ancient Egypt, everyone was happy when the river flowed, and there were great celebrations. Farmers planted their grains, and there was more food for the people and animals. The people in Egypt. Ancient Egypt believed in another life after death called the afterlife. The afterlife was as important as life. They thought they need their body after they died, so they preserved them. They built to view all the objects that the dead person used in life and might need in the afterlife. Mummies and mummification. Mummification was a long process executed by an expert, the embalmer, at the end of the process. The body was smaller and thinner and became a mummy. The mummy was then wrapped with band of lime and put in a special box called a sarcophagus. Only rich people were mummified. The poor were buried in the sand. Pyramids, monuments, and temples. The stone tomb of the pharaoh. The pyramids are all built on the west bank of the Nile. Where the sun sets, the four sides of the pyramid face north, south, east, and west. They all have many chambers and passages. All of the pyramids were built by hand. Today, scientists still study how they were built. The Egyptian gods. The Egyptians had hundreds of gods who protect them in their life and afterlife. Often the gods were represented by a human body with an animal head. Ra was the god of the sun and had the head of a falcon. Horus also had the head of a falcon. He was the god of the sky. Bas was the goddess of protection and had the head of a cat. Geb was the earth god and had the head of a goose. Hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics used pictures to represent different things. There were more than 700 hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics were carved on stone or written with pen and ink on papyrus, a kind of paper made out of a plant. Everyday life in ancient Egypt. Both men and women like to use blue or green eyeshadow and black eyeliner. They use jewelry representing the god, and they love the charm lucky called amulet. The greatness of the Egyptian Empire. The center of the Egyptian Empire was first in the city of Memphis and later in Thebes. The most well-known pharaoh of Thebes was Ramses II, also known as Ramses the Great. He ruled for over 60 years. The fall of an empire. The last pharaoh was Cleopatra, who had a son with the Roman Julius Caesar. After Cleopatra, Egypt became part of the Roman Empire. Ancient Egypt remained as one of the greatest civilizations in history. Reflect that I learned from the story. I know about the life of the Egyptian story, mummification, Egyptian belief about gods such as Ra, Horus, Geb, knowledge about Ramses II, the great pharaoh, and learn about the belief of the dead Egyptian. Thank you.